Hey, Shalom. Hey, first off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua by Hashem Dash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. Brother Daniela coming back again with another lesson. And I was sent this video in the chat that a brother did. It's called "Worst Doctor's Visit Ever," Ezekiel 4:13. It's about a 13-minute video, a little over 13 minutes, 13 and a half. And as I was watching it, and then I started driving, listening to it, um, I had, I was very furious, because a lot of things were revealed, concerning our food and, the mindset, or teachings that is pushed in the society concerning food, man. It made me really angry because this devil, he has the the blueprint of how things are supposed to be ran on the earth, but he doesn't use it. And so everything he does, especially our food, he uses for death, man. All right, this death culture. One of the part of this one thing that is a part of this death culture is what? Food. How you think about food. Basically your philosophy on food. Because if you have a particular philosophy on food, right, then that's gonna affect, your interaction with food, man. How much you eat, what you cook your food with. It's a lot of fried and greasy foods that are out here, you know. Hey man, this made me very angry. This is oppression, man. This is destroying our people. So I don't want to talk too much. I just want to get into the scriptures, and Lord, will you be edified? I'm gonna just get to the points. Right. So Ezekiel 4:13. Now you could read this whole chapter. I suggest you go read this whole chapter. You get a better understanding of what the Lord had the prophet Ezekiel do. Right. The Lord will make prophets do particular things as a physical example to foreshadow foreshadow things to come. To put forth a prophecy, right, for people to behold and consider. This is Ezekiel chapter 4 verse 13. It says, "And the Lord said, even thus." Now it says even thus. Let's go to 12. Let's go to 12. It says, "And thou shalt eat it as barley cakes, and thou shalt bake it with dung that cometh out of man in their sight." Right? So here, Ezekiel was commanded to bake his bread with, defecate shit, so to speak, man. Dung, poop, right? And this was all to prove a point of how we were going to be in this time today, And even, us being scattered amongst the Gentiles, who knows what they were doing to the food, But hey, more so today, it's even magnified today. It says here, it says, "And the Lord said, even thus," thus as in baking your bread and your barley cakes with poop, man, dung. It's defiled. It says, "Even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread." Bread can also mean what? In a general sense, food, lacham. "Among the Gentiles, among the other nations, whither I will drive them," because we were scattered, right? But then all the food that we eat is defiled. Okay? Now, let's see here. Now we can watch this here. I'll put this in the description box. I'm not really gonna get too much of this video, so I'll put this in the description, for brothers that want to watch it. But hey man, this is just ridiculous, man. This if you watch this, if you're in your right mind, you will be angry too, right? You would be angry also. All the different chemicals they put in our food, all the different poisons and wax and different stuff to so-called keep the food fresh longer. It's just hey man, it's destroying our bodies, man. It's breaking us down. Making us obese, giving us sicknesses, in the body, ailments in the body, right? So it says right. So we got that. So we are eating our bread defiled amongst the Gentiles, right? Now, when you eat different fried foods and foods with all types of chemicals in there and red 40 and all types of things that causes what's the word I want to say, cancer, right? And there's a term for it, but I'm not going to use it, right? Hey, these different foods with the different chemicals, because they're not all natural, right, and fresh like they're supposed to be. And a lot of these foods don't even have enough nutrients to support your body, so you're always hungry, right? So these things, hey, they're a part of hey, they cause these different ailments. So let's get this here. So hey, this is Deuteronomy chapter 22, 28 and verse 22. The Lord shall smite thee with a consumption and with a fever, right? Going into illness, and with an inflammation, right? Now, a lot of these foods, snacks that you find at the gas station, fried foods, processed foods, right? Right? Eating, right? I said, what you eat, the quality of the food you eat, and also how much of it you eat. Hey, eating a ton of meat, all these different things cause inflammation. You want to eat meat and vegetables in balance, but all these different things, they cause inflammation, and I've done videos on that before. If you go through my channel, you can check out some of the videos I've done. You can probably just look for inflammation. You can check out those videos where I go into what it is. But this is one of the main things that causes these problems in the body, which is swelling and pain, and that's what it is. Something being inflamed, burning, right? So a lot of this comes from having what they call an acidic diet, and almost all your fast food restaurants, different places like that. Now it's understandable, brothers might be on the go and they need something quick to eat, but hey, we try not to eat that too much, man. We try to balance this, because sometimes you got a craving for some of that stuff, but it's like almost everything here in the society is defiled. Is defiled. And this is why we need the Lord Yahweh Shai to return. It says an extreme burning, and with the sword, and with blasting, and with mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou perish. So all these different things, they pursue our people. A lot of our people, they die from these ailments, right? They die in these CANCR centers, right? That promotes them eating foods that are bad for their body so that they can make money, right? They die at these now brothers might understand what I'm saying when I say this. They die from the sugars. The sugars. That's what Jake call the D word. When you're lacking insulin or whatever, you need to take their synthetic insulin, which comes from pork, by the way. Um, you know, a lot of people die from the sugars or they get their limbs amputated, right? They don't have proper blood flow to clog arteries and all types of stuff, man. You know, so hey, it's important to watch. You know what we eat. You know, Lord, there's gonna be another video that I do. To encourage brothers to eat healthier, and also for myself. Because you try the best that you can do to eat healthy. Sometimes you're on it, you're regimented, you're disciplined with it, and other times, you're just not as disciplined with your eating, But we want to try to stay at least striving to make some of these changes in our diet. Because it's good, it's good for your health, man. Take care of your body, your temple. Right? So here we're gonna jump down to verse, what's that, 29, because I wanted to get this, because hey, this right here. Let me see. In verse 22, this is what we experience, and this is part of the curses from eating these different defiled foods. And guess what? This is oppression, because hey, this devil, he's destroying our bodies with these foods, and I mentioned that before. So verse 29, it says, "And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness." Right? Let's look up that word grope real quick. Let's just look up the word grope real quick. Grope. So the word grope is mashash. Yep, mashash, which means to feel. It says grope. Oh man, look at this. To feel over or through. Hey, brothers, amongst the truth, man, we say it all the time. We may use it in our videos, even brothers here amongst ourselves. When we're in a situation where we're exhausted, or we're just, we're in a lower state, man, or we explain the situation, we refer to the situation of our people, all right, as being destroyed. What do we say? We say, hey, man, we through, right? Our people are through. You might be exhausted sometimes, like, man, I'm through, man. I'm through, right? To feel over or through, right? So, hey, sometimes, we feel this way, to grope, to feel the touch with, inserting, they feel in the darkness, right? To feel over or through. So that's the word for grope, man. And that is the situation of our people, man. They feel over, they feel through, right? They're in a lower state, right? They're in poverty. So, hey, the one thing that our people will do to escape the reality of their throughness, or the reality of their destruction, or the reality of the curses that's on them, is you have something called escapism. Let's look it up real quick. Let's look up that term. And don't mind this. I tried to go on StreamYards and wouldn't let me do it. I gotta mess around with my computer. But let's look at escapism. Let's look at that definition, because this is an actual thing. So escapism, it says a tendency to escape from daily reality or routine by indulging in daydreaming, fantasizing, or entertainment. Entertainment means to basically to distract your mind or contain your mind, right? This is escapism over here. It says is a mental diversion from unpleasant or boring aspects of life, right? Jake being through. It says typically through activities involving imagination or entertainment. Football, football, watching, these different, series, over, fantasy series and video games and, all these different things, man. Getting caught up in celebrities and, hey, food, man. Food is one of them. It's a big one. Drugs. I probably shouldn't have said that. If they take this, as long as one person see this video is edified, that's cool, man. These what do you call them? The pharmakia, man. These different potions, man. I'll call it that, right? It says escapism may be used to occupy oneself away from persistent feelings of depression or general sadness. Now, a lot of us brothers, before coming into the truth, we've turned to these different potions, all right, that would alter your mind or make you feel good to escape reality. I know before I came to the truth, that's what I did, but smoking weed and stuff like that, which we don't do anymore. But that is a form of escapism. Eating food to make your flesh and your body feel good is a form of escapism. So this is why you have, people who are fat, man, obese, and this is all a part of the curses, man. That we're subject to until the Lord, returns. So that's the definition of escapism. So because let's read this again. It says, "Thou shalt grope at noonday," right? Y'all gonna have that feeling of being through. You're gonna complain, right? It says, "As the blind gropeth in darkness," right? It says, "And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore." Right? Oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. This is a situation that no man can save you out of. But the Lord Yahweh Shai can. Because he's not coming to meet this whore as a man. He's coming as a power, man. As brothers say, an angelic force. So he's not going to meet thee as a man. Right? Only the Lord can save us out of this situation. It says, "And thou shalt," which that is the point. You shall be oppressed and spoiled evermore. And if you're in the right mind, you will be what's the word I'm looking for? If you're in the right spirit, it's a lock here. It's a little late, been up all day. If you're in the right spirit, you're going to be angry at this stuff because this is oppression. All right? And much wisdom is much sorrow, as the scriptures say. So you know what? Let's see here. Let's just play a little bit of this. I just want to get particular parts here. Well, you can see. Let's do it like this. Yeah, so you can see. I just want to get some of this in here, and we're just gonna watch a little bit, and it's we're not gonna get every part. You can go watch it, but we'll get a little bit here, just so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. I guess I'll play the video, right? So. Wait for it to load up. right? You got the rice being mixed with plastic, right? So, hey, your rice could be fake. It could be plastic, you know, which is very dangerous and deadly. You know, that would be deadly to your body. You can get caught up in your colon and be stuck there, causing you all types of problems. Look at what it does to the fish in the ocean, man. So you see, that's baby food, and she's using a magnet and running it through the baby food. It says these are ground up rocks. You know, she's basically fortified calcium. Right, so there's calcium in the food, and that's a move too, because you know, that calcium that could calcify your pineal gland, which is where your spirit resides. All right, calcifying your pineal gland, you know, and putting your mind in a lower state. Now, when we come into the truth, man, the Lord, you know, he, you know, kind of he opens your mind up and decalcifies that for you, man. You know, all right, and even now we could do things to keep our body and our mind in sort of an elevated, you know, state to where we can focus. You know, using the different plants and herbs. You know, you can use, you know, gotu kola, ginkgo biloba, lemon balm, stuff like that, man. Um, you know, it'll help. It won't make you perfect, but it will definitely, you know, help your body out, man. You know, we'll receive perfection when the Lord returns. Now you got these different what you call it, supplements that you would, you know, get from uh the pharmakia. Hey, look at that, man. Ice cream. Boy, oh boy, people love them some ice cream, man. Oh, look at this, man. Bubbling. This is just far out the depths of the depths of the wickedness of this devil, man. You know, after I watched this, you know, I said the Most High knew what he was doing when he made this particular spirit or spirits, nation of people. He knew what he was doing when he made them to be wicked, right? That's their role, and they're playing it perfectly, right? That is their position, their role in the movie, and boy, oh, the Most High has made this man diabolical, man. He's just straight wicked, man, right? He's straight wicked. He exercises it in all parts of the earth, man. Every aspect of life, he's exercising his wickedness, right? But the Lord has judgment prepared for him. Right? So, hey, look, your milk not being pure. Now, all these different things are being done to make money and to stretch the product out, compromising the purity of the product. Just like what this devil does with everything else. He pollutes it, man. He compromises the purity of the creation of the Most High. Right? He even pollutes the mind of the people. You know, especially their belief about food, right? Right? Even your spices, can be polluted, man. You know, real spices burn, but them other ones, them fake ones, they don't. This is because this devil has weaponized food to destroy you, man. Hey, man, if it wasn't for Yahweh Shemel Shai, hey, sustaining us, man, we'd be through, man. We'd be completely destroyed. Look at all this. Look at all the stuff this devil's doing to our people, and we still here, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. And most importantly, the elect, man. Which, with this honey, real honey is solid. It's in a solid state at room temperature. Okay? Real honey is in a solid state. Your teas. They got wax that they use to so-called keep the fresh produce so-called fresh. And that's the point I wanted to get. That right there is infuriating, man. Because he did that to all the food, man. It's not supposed to be this way. It's not supposed to be this way. It's not natural. It's not according to how the Most High set things up, the order that the Most High set things up. Right? So when you learn about these different things and you're in the know, it makes you angry. Okay? And you should be angry. All right? And looking for the promises of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And I'm talking to the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, but those that are, in this truth, man. More importantly, the elect. So we're going to go from there. What's this? Yeah, we got growth. Who keeps texting me? Okay. Yeah, so we're going to go to from there to Ecclesiastes 7:7. It is, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. So surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. So this is oppression, right? We're spoiled and we're oppressed always, man. Okay? And this should make you angry. Hey, this will make you, if you're in your right, this will make you throw up curses on this place. Pray unto the Most High to bring judgment. All right, and of course, to have mercy upon you in His judgment, right? Because, hey man, we're in a destroyed state. We need the Lord to make us complete and perfect. So I'm gonna go from there to Psalms chapter 82. And I got a little bit of commentary on this, to put things in perspective of what's being talked about. Because when you go up here to the beginning, at around verse 2, it says, how long will ye judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Salah. Now, this right here is talking about, wicked judges, wicked rulers. Now, this devil is considered to be a wicked ruler, man. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, Job 9:24, right? But he rules in wickedness, man. He doesn't rule according to the scriptures. That's also Psalms 50, where it says, "What hast thou do? What hast thou to do to declare my statutes?" All right, seeing thou cast this instruction behind you. Roughly paraphrasing, but it says, uh, verse 5. It says, "They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness." Right. Darkness represent not being in knowledge. Darkness represents ignorance, being without knowledge, lack of knowledge, lack of wisdom, right? Right, and light represents knowledge, understanding. That's why you have the term enlightened, right? Meaning you have received understanding, and you have knowledge and intellect. Enlightened, right? It's another way of saying you have understanding. It says of being given understanding. It says all the foundations of the earth are out of course. Now what I did is I went to the other uh Bible versions to see how they would translate it. So it says we could read a couple of them. It says NLT. It says, "But these oppressors," who's our oppressor? Who's the massa? The oppressor, right? Hey, Esau, Edom. It says, "But these oppressors know nothing." Now, hey, they don't in terms of Esau, they don't know any righteousness, man. But they do know how to do wickedness, man. And they do take the knowledge that's been revealed unto them by the Most High to use it for wickedness, right? It says these oppressors know nothing. They are ignorant, without knowledge. They wander about in darkness, and one of the things that these elites operate in is in darkness, man, where you don't see them. All right, that's how they operate within the shadows, right? Even amongst the masses of the people, they want them to be in darkness and without knowledge, so that they can better control them. While the whole world is shaken to the core, right? So everything in the earth is not in its right order. Everything's turned and flipped upside down because the law, statutes, commandments are not upheld. It says, let's see here, the ESV. It says, "They have neither knowledge nor understanding. They walk about in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are shaken." Right? So hey, there you go. So what I did is I got that word for out of course, right? Which is mawas, which means to totter, to shake, to slip, to totter, to shake, slip. One of the words here is decay. It says moved, removed. Shows up as moved 20 times. So things are moved out of their proper order by this devil, right? To dislodge, and this is why the people are mourning, man. This is why the people are in the state that they're in. This wicked devil is ruling. So going here to the this is the David Guzik study guide. Sometimes you find things that are accurate in here, line up with the precepts through the Spirit. But if we go to Psalms 82 and 5, where right here it says, they put a caption. It said, "God exposes the weakness of the unjust judges." It says, "They do not know, nor do they understand. They walk about in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are unstable." So this is a different version, but basically saying the same thing. It's not always the case. It says, "They do not know, nor do they understand." It says this should best be understood as a reference to unjust judges themselves. Despite their high standing and high opinion of themselves, which this devil's very proud, They are often ignorant and easily overestimate their own understanding. This devil thinks he knows everything, but he doesn't, right? He knows what the Most High wants him to know. He knows a lot of stuff, man. Thou art wiser than the children of light. Thou art wiser than Daniel, man. Oh, he knows some stuff, man. And he uses it for wickedness. Down here it says all the foundations of the earth are unstable. When the judges walk in darkness of their arrogant pride, this is Esau, and this could be Jake too. It's Esau. It says the lies of everyday people, the masses of the people, right? The lies of everyday people are uncertain and unstable. All right? This whole lifestyle, uncertain, unstable, shaky. Because America, Babylon, confusion, Babal, means confusion. Everything is all over the place, man. It's unstable. There's no standard, right? Which when you have a standard, it's a rule or a code of conduct. But guess what? Standard. You can stand on it. It's stable, right? This foundation that E has set up is not stable at all because it's not according to the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. It's not according to our Lord Yahushua. So it's unstable.